Roland Martin Unfiltered that you catch digitally every day, always informing our community on everything that's going on. So what brings you out here once again, 15th annual George Lopez event, supporting a great cause and supporting George Lopez?
I think this is my 8th or 9th, so I'm always supportive of George. Whatever he needs, I'm here. In fact, George slid into my DMs to invite me. George's like, "You play golf?" I'm like, "Yeah, George, I play golf." He's like, "You got to play in my tournament." I was like, "All right." So it's been that way for the last 9 years. So it's always great to be here. Not only, of course, to see a lot of friends, but also, I mean, again, the money being raised to help these young folks to attend his camp when it comes to their kidneys. And then also you get a chance to see these golf pros. You get a chance to see these golf pros hit some shots, and they claim they baller. They claim they're a baller. But they claim they're a baller. They claim they're a baller. But then of course you got people like Mike Phillips, here. Long as you're not ashy, Mike. So it's always, we talk a lot of trash. But again, it's also to raise money for the kids.
Now you talk about talking trash. Is there a little bit of golf between you and DeAndre Whitfield? Talked to him earlier. He said, man, he wants to see you out there on that course.
He don't want none of that. He don't want none of that. He need to go in and have his wife's salad, make his favorite comfort food when I'm done with him. He don't want none of that.
So I also had to ask you this too. You always talk about economic inclusion, especially for black-owned media, most importantly. And then you talked about what's being spent as far as on advertisements, sponsorships, and things of that nature. We get less than a percent or a percentage of that.
1%. How
do we change that, and what do we need to do, especially not only just people like yourself, but those of us who are also black-owned media that are rising to that top?
I mean, the bottom line is, in the history of America, black people have always gotten their stuff by sitting here, you're cracking on folks. Yeah, I multitask. I heard you, and so we got to call folks out. I mean, and put them on Front Street. That's the only way. It doesn't happen any other way. And so, if they're not going to do it the right way, then we're going to put folks in check, and put them on blast. It's the only way we do it.
Yourself, obviously, Ice Cube. Even Byron Allen has come out and talked about this issue that continues to grow and continues to be a problem. How do we change it? Because especially with black-owned media not getting access to events and having that content where we can actually disseminate that to our audiences, how do we change that?
That's where you operate as a collective in terms of, and not sort of operating your own silos. And so being able to work together, that's how that works. And so when we operate as a collective, when we were able to go in and negotiate positions as a group, it's how we actually do it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, sir.
Appreciate it, bro.